It's fucked because they put like. He sings like a blended mix, and they put all the words in, and I can't sing them all. It's just in that. That's why that last verse is fucking.
Is there more vocals like that?
It's like he goes. I guess I keep on rambling. And then he's like, like he does that too, right?
You did an awesome job there, Mike. Sounds good.
Killing it. Thanks, buddy.
Let's try this
One more shot, please.
Tip of the tongue, top of the teeth.
Top of the teeth.
Hello, YouTube.
Everybody monitors, okay?
Yes, sir. Josh is good.
Sounds really good, Kevin.
Thank you, Paul.
Peter, normal intro? Yeah, okay. So song, and then song, opening song.
Yep, starts with the.
All right.
Thank
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from the bowels of Spiky Ball Studios. We're live from the Dutch Hall. The host of the program, your two-time President's Club Award winner, it's Pete Van Dyke, folks.
Everybody, welcome to Live from the Dutch Hall. The greatest late show, the only live air late night Canadian talk show, bar none, and the greatest podcast ever to come out of a pool shed. Because we have the greatest band in Canadian late night history, people, the Nocturnal Emissions. And the people at home are standing on their feet. Let's hear it for our band leader, Michael Bow, on vocals tonight for killing it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Killing it.
Beside him on rhythm guitar, that is Dave the Rooster Charters, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
In the corner enjoying percussions. I just like the happy look on his face. That's our CRTC required Frenchman. Capelante, the French tickler, everybody. Playing the role of the balls of the Nocturnal Emission this week. It is almost becoming a regular occurrence to see him there killing it on bass. Brandon McIntosh, everybody.
Swing low.
And playing the guitar. That's the guy rounding on the room. We give him a light so people can see his face this week. That's Steve, the reluctant German, everyone. Hey. And our announcer tonight, serving the role as the bartender as well. And you know what? Cooler? Being a darn good brother, Paul. Paul Van Dyke, everybody. And you know what, fellas? We got a great show store for us tonight. We're going to look back at some old Dutch Hall stuff. We even have a little bit of video. Oh. Yeah. We got a nice video. And you guys just had to stop playing when you get it started. So we're starting right now. Have a
Hey,
seat,
look at
fellas.
this. Look at this.
Yeah, excellent. You guys just killed it. Perfect timing, everybody. And you know what? The opening song, I got to tell you, that's the first time in Nocturnal Emissions put that together. But it sounded pretty darn good.
Yeah, it was a little different with the full band. I think Dave and I sound checked it about 100 times.
Yeah. We fucked
We
around
got to
with that
like
one before.
verse 1 and then stopped.
Yeah, we always. We were talking about this before the show. How when I was at the beer gardens the one time watching you guys play, and I was just getting a beer, and I was looking at people get into that. You playing that song when you were sound checking it. And
Yeah, I
just
opened for Crown the Lion that night.
Yeah, and just when it's about to kick in, and the crowd's just ready to start, like all singing in the beer tent, you're like, okay, sound check's over.
Yeah.
And we sound good.
And then there's a collective like gasp from the beer tent, you know, like they were like, "What the fuck kind of nerve is that?" Play Zeppelin, finish
now
the Green Day.
And I think I followed it up with some Nickelback.
Oh.
Yeah, Dave was going with this.
Really lost the crowd that night.
Yeah, I don't know. Dave read too much into the wrestling. He was thinking he was going to need to be a draw for the wrestling fans. So then he was like, because there was wrestling right before Dave went up. So then Dave's like, well, what could I do to make the wrestling fan not leave but stay to watch Dave Charters alone with the guitar and a microphone, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, you know what? Have they ever seen one guy do all of Nickelback? And that's what you did. You gave him your heart. You played not only Chad, but you played the whole band there, right? Because you were a one-man band at the time, right?
Yeah, it was just me. I think I brought my cousin up that night for a couple duets.
Oh, you did.
Nice
I
harmony.
can't remember what we played, but there was definitely some Nickelback in
It
there.
was a lot of. There was a lot of. I think it was. The one song you sang. I know for sure. It was the one where you. It's the one where you talk about fucking your cousin. What one is that? I can't remember it. It's from the 50s.
Come on.
You remember that?
No. I don't remember that at
Slipped
all.
his mind.
He doesn't remember that, eh? I don't know. Could be. Anyways, guys, we do have a nice show tonight. Tonight we're going to try to discuss Dutch Hall Folklore. Dave, you seem uncomfortable. You want to get comfortable?
No, I'm good.
You can just move that if you want. Closer, just settle up. Put your feet up. I'm going to get you a nice ottoman. I got you I got you a cooler right here, and it's stocked because Michael's voice undertook such a stress in the opener today.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
never.
taking
Let's
my
make
job.
it. You know what? And
It's
Paul-
limber now.
Paul's been working out in the heat the whole time. I don't want to stress my bartender out, making him walk and get beers to all you guys. We're going to do some sort of chain reaction, work as a team. Anyone needs it? Just kind of play password until Michael gets you a beer.
Mike,
300 episodes, eh? It only took us to figure this out.
Yeah, cooler on stage.
Holy fuck.
You caterpillar this shit out right to the
Let's
rest
get
of
him
the
going.
crew.
Who needs a pop here?
yeah, it's like a bucket brigade.
Yeah. This is going to make more efficiently us lose all of our licenses.
And you know what it's going to keep? Paul relaxed and comfortable over there.
Yeah, because God knows, after almost 300 shows, our bartender is very exhausted. He's served literally tens of drinks in that time.
Tens. Maybe even fives.
I like how there's ice in the top of the beer. You know it's cold.
You know what I like to do? I like to ice the top of the beer for my band only after they've succeeded. You know, I had this, if you guys didn't nail the opener, this cooler would
taken
remain
away.
closed. I would ask Jane to come get the cooler, and she would bring
There's
it
like a
back.
lock on it.
There's a runner behind the velvet curtain just waiting to grab that fucking thing. If we
No,
fucked
it's
up.
called my wife, Jane. That's one of her jobs. Sometimes you got to bring out the cookie lady's cookies. Sometimes you got to take the beer away from the boys when they fuck up an opener.
If they suck, take it away.
Yeah,
Simple.
make sure you take it away.
Give 'em
Tonight you
cold.
guys get to all have cold beer with ice on top.
Oh, it's nice.
You know, if you did okay, I'd scoop the ice off. I'd put it in my own ice bucket for the mixed drinks, and then I would leave you just with the not that. But you guys did so well. Ice on top. Enjoy it, fellas.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
All night. Cheers to them.
Cold beer.
But you know what?
Delicious.
You guys succeeding in your opener is not the main reason we did this show.
Oh.
It's not the main thing to celebrate even on this show.
Okay.
The main thing to celebrate isn't even an accomplishment that we had anything to do with. Or did we? I don't know. But our main accomplishment at this show is to congratulate Jordan Gordfa on the birth of his son. Jordan Gordfa.
Let's hear it.
Now, Jordan, I don't know. I don't know if you could you are you able to join us on the couch for a bit just to answer a few questions? I don't know.
Huddle up.
Get a close up of your
Paul, you're going to have to run the
Close up to where
cameras.
you'll be, and then because I have some questions. I don't know.
Give Paul that headset.
I think so.
I'm a curious. Oh, yeah, Paul can run the.
Whoa.
You know who else is curious? The
Give him the
fans.
headphones then. Give Paul the headphones then. He can hear what Shazma does.
Yeah, they chirp us.
The sweaty right ear of Jordan
you.
Gorfa
Yeah,
just
you might be
met
a-
Paul's right ear.
So now,
How's that feel?
now he can, Paul. You can hear everything Shazma says about me during the show. Hey, is some of it like a little mean but funny, like
Yeah.
nonetheless? Yeah.
Yes, actually, there's a few.
I know.
moments.
There's no.
Yeah, we don't repeat them, but yeah.
But I know I ran
There
a
he
camera one time with the headset, and like the director of the show that I was on was hilarious because he would make the that host look like a real jackass, right? So I'm pretty sure they're doing about that with me back there.
It's happened from time to time. It has.
See how I made it about me, and you had a baby,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
No, you came up here, you had a baby, right? When did you have this baby? A week ago?
I had this baby on Friday.
Okay.
Wow.
He had-
6 days.
6 days ago, less than a week.
His wife.
And he's here.
And he's here. And I've paid him very little. I would say,
I come back for the cheese sticks. I swear.
Keep them coming.
like, this
Cheese
is.
sticks.
Okay, so are you saying that you love the cheese sticks more than your new family? That's a compliment to your mom, Jane. You tell her about those cheese sticks. I'm sorry. My question actually was if you loved your family because
Yes,
you're here today.
Obviously, I love my family
And the show, right?
and the show. I tucked everybody in. Everybody's good. Everybody's sleeping when I left.
Your wife too?
Yeah, wife too. She's got to sleep when the baby sleeps. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta
She's
do it right.
Is she feeding the baby? Do you mind me asking?
Yes.
Did she say where you're not supposed to talk about things on the show?
No, not at all. I just didn't expect to be jumping up here right now. I'm in the middle of zooming
Welcome
in
to
on
the Dutch
charters.
Hall.
Yeah, but Paul's doing your job now.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, look at him. He's nailing it.
Just went and got some cheese sticks.
He's doing a good job.
Listen, you got to take some pointers from Paul while he's doing your job because he has a new pace. You could really enjoy it more. You might only be getting half the cheese stick pleasure of this gig, right? This might even be twice as good. Watch the guy paces it away. He goes, Shazma's only asked me every once in a while. I know Pete's going to drone on about this for a while. There's only like 2 fucking shots. I'm going to go with some cheese sticks, right? Right? I get it. Okay, well, I just wanted to say to you, what did you name your new son?
It is Asher Vincent Stanley Gortma.
Really?
Asher, yeah.
Not
Yeah.
Pete Van Dyke in that at all.
No, Pete Van Dyke. So the wife and I, we both had 5 names, and we both came together, and it just so happened.
Ooh, that's how you had the baby too.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did you practice like
Didn't
if you had to scream at
Did
your
you
kid
act-
at the park, the kind of name you had to yell?
See, I thought
Like
Ash.
Asher.
yeah,
Yeah.
the 2-syllable. You call him Ash and Asher when he's in shit.
Yeah, it's easier to yell. You got to figure that out.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
'Cause you're gonna be yelling it a lot. Yeah.
I already yell Hunter enough. Yeah.
Asher. I only know it from Brim Full of Asher
Brim full of.
on the 45. You know that?
Honestly, no, we got it from a Nickelodeon's School of Rock TV show.
School of Rock.
Yeah, it was just there's a kid on there and he had the name and we just kind of liked the name. It was. our
Would
kid,
you
like-
would you be surprised if like in 2 years or whatever, or no, when your kid starts kindergarten, there's 6 Ashers and he's got to be Asher G. Eh?
Asher
You
VG.
know, I had this Australian teacher one time, and she came up, and there was another Jordan in the class. So you figure you'd go, hey, it's Jordan G and Jordan H. Well, we both had the G as our last name. So they started calling us by our middle names, which I thought was bullshit, because why don't you just call us by our last names? Then you wouldn't have
Yeah, you don't even. You just we have different last names
Yeah,
completely.
Just call us by the last names, and if it was such an issue, but it's okay.
Who decides that? Like grown
It
ups?
was this Australian teacher. I don't know. Maybe you know more about the Australian people, but she was. She called it Canadar, not Canada. Canadar.
No, they just can't talk.
No, they can't. And you say like, why do you call it Canadar? And they're like, I don't say
Canadar.
Canadar.
There's no R at
That's-
the end.
You're fucking.
No, they
stupid.
can't say no either. Like female Australians, it's spelled N-A-W-R when they say it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Nar.
the more shocked they are. It's like, no. It's like chewing on. It's like they're saying no, but they're chewing on food.
Legit. Anyways, everything was good though. It was a great pregnancy, great delivery. Everything was good.
Awesome.
So
And conception.
Congrats, buddy.
the conception.
What? I'm sorry. I'll let you off the hook, Jordan. I just want to say congratulations, and I
Yeah.
can't believe you're here this soon after that. And and shout out to your wife too for allowing this somehow.
Yeah.
If you get to go back to her, then she might want to be rid of you a bit, eh?
It's possible, but
It could be, but no.
she's a good woman. She's a good woman. So.
Well, now you can do whatever you want. Now
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
she's in no-fly zone right now. You know, you don't have to go home early tonight.
No, I don't.
Not for at
Anyway,
least 3
sorry.
weeks.
I'll let you get back to switching. Paul looks like he's getting a sweat on. He's been working his tail off. Anyways, thank you very much,
Congrats,
Gordon. Let's
Jordan.
hear it, everyone, for Jordan Gordfun is the new dad.
All right.
And Asher, future listener of Live from the Dutch Hall. Oh, no. We'll be canceled. There it is. Oh, it's not fun if you tell ya.
Can you feel Paul's sweat on that right ear now? Is it a mixture?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
bonding.
yeah. Paul's sweat is
sweating,
part of the Dutch Hall Folklore.
Oh,
It's
is
almost
it?
like
Oh,
Dave was
yes,
giving
it
me a
is.
segue.
Yeah.
away.
I'd be careful on the way home, Jordan, because the ladies are gonna be just
Baby.
coming out of the woodwork.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Jordan's wife, she knows you're in a no-fly zone after you had a baby. That means they tell you, do not have marital relations after you have a baby. You gotta wait at least 6 weeks.
6 weeks before you just get back at it, eh?
But I'll tell you something. Me and my wife never made it 6 weeks either time because we just like to test science. And you know what? You don't have to wait 6 weeks if you don't want to. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do.
But it worked for you.
I don't know. What if you just put it in there and you don't really do anything?
And then just go
Right.
to sleep.
Just go to sleep. Maybe you just put it in there and you just hope that, you're in a bumpy car, and someone's driving it for you. You're just in the back. You just put it in there, and just the jiggles will.
It wouldn't work for me.
What?
Never got that.
Why?
The back of the bus thing. We already talked about this.
Oh, you don't have
Another
it.
folklore.
The bus boner.
I don't get
That's
back
not
of the bus
folklore.
boner.
That's just a weird thing that Mike doesn't get a boner on the back of a bus.
I don't. I never had that.
Who doesn't get a boner on a bumpy ride?
Me.
Come on. You don't think that's exciting?
Apparently not.
You know what's funny is that when we went on vacation last week, and then So up where we went by Algonquin
Selkirk?
Park, we didn't go to Selkirk. No, we went
north.
Surprise.
But
brains.
the roads are real bumpy, eh? And they're like dirt roads and logging paths and stuff. So sometimes you're going over them and you feel your stomach go up or whatever. You know how like when you go over a bumpy road and
It's a roller coaster. road.
Airtime.
yeah, roller coaster roads. You get some airtime on that. Yeah. Some kids will say I feel it in my guts, and some people will feel it in their crotch, more their crotch. Eh?
Right in the balls.
Thick
Yeah.
boners.
Yeah. So it's funny to see what kind of kid is which.
Yeah, I wonder if like when you're driving, you're just like, hey, buddy, just tuck that up in your underpants.
Yeah. Paul, you got 3 boys, man. You must have about 3 on some of those roads. You must have about 3 guys poking themselves in the eye.
Yeah, truckload of boners.
Truckload.
Did you even get one at the front of it? It got plumper.
It was bumpy.
Yeah. How was that driving up 4 or 5 hours up with 3 boys there? Paul, is that a fun time?
Yeah, it's a little stressful on the way home. Up's always good. On the way back, there's some fighting.
On the way up is-
strategically place themselves in the truck so that they sit behind me so I can't swing at them.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
they
just
know-
reaching behind trying to hit
It's
them.
not their first rodeo, eh?
Yeah. They've been around a bunch.
They're laying on the floor.
Did the older two like not tell the younger one on the first trip? They're like, "This is your seat. Hey, Miles, you take that one, bud."
Yeah,
You
take
get
that
to
one.
run the music.
Yeah.
Wham.
Right on the other side of Dad's right backhand there. You sit right there. Hey, Paul, do you mind putting a bit of ice and some... And Jane, take a picture of it because this is really going to happen.
He is going to
See,
work.
I'm giving him all the accoutrements, and he's going to actually do it.
Wow.
I'm gonna change that number on his back to 1. Anyways, thank you, Paul. I do want to talk about Paul's. We were talking about Paul's scent, Paul's sweat, and that even though it's a no-fly zone, Jordan on camera there
He's been christened.
has a
he
bit
has
of
it on him
Paul's scent on him, and as we came to find out, I think it was about 4 years ago. I'll do this.
Has it been that long?
I think it has
4
been
years
yeah.
ago.
At least. I think yeah, at least I think. I think it's been 4 years ago. We had Paul and me. I went to a tractor pull in Norwich to watch Mike play and Kevin play. Oh, it must have been longer than that.
Yeah, that's more than 4.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. That's like 8 years ago. So maybe it was 4 years ago that we told the story of it.
Okay.
Where I know different reasons now because my face is all sour. But Paul and I were sitting there, and they let all these Dutch Reform girls and Mennonite girls and all these kids that they only get to go once a year. And they go out to the Norwich tractor pull, and then they go crazy. You know, they just go and ape shit. And the girls are like horny, like seem extra horny. And all of them are going to talk to Paul. They're all of them passing me, all of them just talking to Paul. And we couldn't understand why, because like he's not as handsome as he used to be. You know, I would say, as you used to be.
I've always been better looking than you.
Oh.
Yeah, but not to warrant that sort of disproportionate amount of attention. I do realize now that my face is repelling women on purpose. Like I don't give them a welcoming look, you know. Where Paul seems happy, he always looks like he's smiling because his eyes are like just slits.
You've got more of a resting. Resting.
Paul only
Like,
wanted to make me one drink. It's like I'm gonna make you one. I'm gonna pour like half a bottle of that vodka in there, and then you're gonna like be able to mix your own fucking drinks.
His
all
eyes
night.
aren't just slits for a reason.
Holy Moses!
Laughing at you.
It's hard to pour in that thing. You don't know how much you're putting in.
Well, have you ever poured a drink for a priest or a pope before?
Well, yeah.
It's stiff.
Fill it
Yeah.
up.
Like
You ever see a real priest? Some priests will do the body of Christ, Dave. They do a little bit of the wine, make it into the blood of Christ or whatever. Then they drink a little bit, and then they drink the end when they're washing dishes. They drink the rest of it, whatever everyone didn't drink.
Wash down the Eucharist.
that's right.
Right?
Can't waste it.
But then you'll see some of them when they put the wine in, a glug, 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 right? And then when you see at the end when they're washing the dishes and they got to clean up, They're having a nice little glug, glug then too, eh? You ever notice that, Dave, being a
Yeah.
Catholic?
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to blow the cobwebs out, on a Sunday morning.
Get a nice homily.
Happens to everybody.
Get all the Jesus in you.
Yeah, man. Those priests that took the extra glugs were always the better priests, I thought.
Yeah.
That blood's powerful.
I would rather have an alcoholic than a pedophile. I'm just going to say that right off the hop.
Solid dudes.
Name of the episode.
Bingo.
I'd rather have an alcoholic than a pedophile.
Nailed it.
Oh, my goodness.
That's happened.
That is, we haven't named a show in a while. That's another thing we used to do that we don't do anymore. But anyways, getting back to it, we nailed it down. It's not just Paul's face, but it's also the scent that he gives off, which is also, you said there's another fella, a cousin of yours, but not a cousin of mine, had a similar sex appeal to the ladies. Also, not a classically handsome guy at first glance, but then awesome with the ladies. His family, we looked it up on a map, comes from the same part of Holland as what Paul's family came from.
That's right.
And then we started saying there must be something to it.
Started putting things together.
Not
And
just
then
a coincidence.
And we started looking into it. We did Dutch Hall research, which, as you know, is shoddy at best,
And important.
but it's changed the world as we know it. Right?
It has changed
And
the world.
important. So we looked into it, and it turns out there is a scent that comes off of the people in the province of North Brabant in Holland that is well sought after because it's said to have aphrodisiac. Is that a word? Aphrodisiacal qualities?
It is now.
Yeah, it has those kind of aphrodisiacal qualities, Michael.
Where's our Google girl?
There is no such thing.
It's
We are our
It's
own.
potent.
We have to count on Stephen Harper to correct us. And all you have to do for Stephen Harper is just call out to him.
Steven.
Say it 3 times like Beetlejuice.
Yeah, yeah. That's a weird thing that's happened on this show. We ask for things and they come. We asked for people's old booze that showed up at our shed. Damn. We, I don't know do we ask for cookies or did we just get them?
Just got him. I think Mom just made him one day.
It's just the greatest show ever, right? And then we just call out things sometimes and they work out great for us. Remember that? We had what else to happen like that? We had a whole bunch
Cheese.
of
Somebody
stuff.
found out that I love cheese. Next thing you know,
Oh my goodness!
full-time
Pepperettes.
cheese sponsor.
Then we had a cheese sponsor. Pepperettes have been.
They're up and down.
You know the pepperette.
They're hit and miss.
It's been a real volatile market.
Yep.
Our Dutch Hall pepperette experience since the very beginning, very, very tumultuous.
Peaks and valleys.
Peaks and valleys. There's no question about that. But right now, we are still riding out the supply of pepperettes that we got from some of our super fans.
Yeah, thank God for them.
Yes, Lee
and Sarah,
and
right?
Sarah,
What up?
and and they are not Norpax.
The beef people.
That's yeah, they are not. I'm just going to say that right now. No shame to that company with their delicious beef.
But we'd take some pepperettes or steaks.
But we
Like I've been
things.
saying the beef people for a long time, and I got fuck all.
That's a good point, Paul. You're in here doing the grind,
Doing the
putting
duty.
in the work.
You know what, Paul? This is the show to bring up your gripes.
It's bound to fucking
Consider
pay
me
off
your
sometime.
ombudsman.
The airing of grievances.
Jave, can you be the ombudsman of the team?
If I knew what that word meant, I would totally be it.
You don't know what ombudsman is?
Come on.
You're a master of industry and you don't know what an ombudsman is? You don't have an ombudsman?
Sorry. I have no idea. I feel really stupid now.
You don't?
Everyone knows it but me in here.
Steve, do you know what an ombudsman is?
I know what an ombudsman is.
Can you tell
He
David?
can't
what-
even fucking say it. He doesn't know what it is.
It's like a. It's
Say it
like
again.
A
Say it again. What is it?
An ombudsman. Now I can't say it on that. I'm thinking about
Say it again, Pete.
Ombudsman?
Never heard of it.
Yes.
Okay, so Kev's in the didn't hear of it camp, but he has never worked in corporate culture ever,
Yeah.
right? But in your world, Mr. Charters, there's people that represent management and there's people that represent the people, right? You probably have unions, right? You'd have a union rep,
There are unions in my industry.
but for people that represent the employee that don't have a union, They're just a spokesperson for a collective. They're called the ombudsman, you know?
Oh,
Like a
okay.
mediator.
You're like the spokesperson of the people.
Thanks for the education today.
Yeah. Well, that's what the show does, Dave. It educates people. We teach them lots of things. And we were in the process of teaching people about Brabant Musk. Which
Oh,
leaks
is that
out
what
of
it's
my
called?
brother's
Musk?
armpit. Musk.
It is
Paul's
a
got
musk
a
of some
musk.
sort.
You didn't
Now
know
Jordan
it's called
has it.
Musk?
I knew what it was called. I'm helping the people at home out.
I was going to say because there's a video later in the show.
I know all about it.
It's got you in there, and
Yeah.
it looks like
promoting
you.
it.
It looks a lot like you.
At one time in my life, it served me well. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey,
What did?
The Brabant Musk.
I don't know
Are you
if you're
kidding?
going to feel the same way. I don't know. I'm really excited about showing you the piece now, Dave. Keep that belief that you have. Now, number one, before we get into, we're gonna continue on with the saga of the Brabant Musk, but I have to tell you, because this is a grievance that we have here within us. As long as we're talking about ombudsman and shit, this is a grievance that we have. Is that for years, Dave, we've been under the impression that you have a sensitivity to scent. Is
Yeah,
that correct?
That's true.
You've made us keep things scent free for you
Yep.
for years.
Yep.
Today, we broke our pact with you.
I saw it and I smelt it, but I thought it was the right thing to do not to mention it because everybody seemed to be not caring about it, but I tried to stay away from it.
Well, I appreciate that, Dave. That's a mature thing to do.
Yeah.
Now, you do realize that you emit scent, right? You coming in here. No. Some of the things is, well, some of it's that. You know, you smell like an old pierogi, but we've got used to that. But I'm talking about your like the things that you choose to do. If you choose to smoke a cigarette, for example, you choose to drink a beer.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna smell alcohol in your breath. You know, you choose to I don't know, sweat or do whatever. That's gonna come out not like musk, like my brother. It's gonna come out rancid.
Polish musk.
Ugh.
Speaking of sweating,
Oh man, what do you do with that? Do you put that right in the wash when you get home? No. Is that the same?
It dries out.
Is that the same thing from last week that hasn't been washed?
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Polish musk in there.
Oh, do you have a good sniff of that?
No.
Have a good sniff of it. See if it smells.
No, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
You want to smell it?
I think you know what I think,
smell?
Dave. I think right now I'm gonna tell you I had nothing to do with the scents today. Steve was doing it, and I thought he did it out of spite. You think I wasn't gonna tell on you on the show? Of course I'm gonna tell.
I knew
on
something
you.
was up.
Goodness gracious!
I didn't know it was a thing.
Oh, it's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. And I'm watching. I'm going. Don't. You shouldn't do that when Dave's coming. He's coming soon. And then next thing you know, Steve's putting it right underneath Dave's nose. Dave moves to the
I saw
bar.
it move around. Is that what he was doing?
Yeah, he's
it was
putting
in
it
one
wherever
spot,
you were.
And then it was in. Yeah, you cock.
And I'm like going. At first, I'm like, this is kind of mean spirited, Steve. I don't like it. I'm a man. I want to protect my friend Dave. And then I said, you know what? I think he's full of shit. He hasn't complained once. I think this has been just some sort of weird mind fuck Dave's doing with us to try to get us not to have fun with our incense. Because you know that Steve likes to run around with it.
It's true.
It bothers my cilia.
What is that, Dave? What's cilia? We ought to all learn tonight.
We're all learning.
I think it's like the stuff inside your nose and that filters out stuff. I'm not sure.
You just had a bad yoga experience.
Did you just make that up?
You just it causes
Do you
trauma.
think that's real? What he just
No,
said?
it sounds real, but I feel like
Yep, it's the cilia.
Sounds like you're playing Balderdash. You know, like you'd be good at that game. Where you just have to like they say a word and you just say it's the drying of grapes, right? It's just say something like that, and everyone believes you. You know Balderdash?
Yeah,
You ever play that?
probably.
Remember the one time you played it with me one time? I remember that
There
was
you go.
my engagement party.
Yeah.
I remember the one guy's answer was, I can't say
Oh
it.
wait. Let me wait. It was oh fuck.
You'll never guess the last one.
Oh, it's in my brain there. I know it is.
The one time where you have to read the cards, right? So it's if you play Balderdash, they give you a word, and you got to say the word, what it is that the word is what it means, right? And then they can say balderdash. That's like bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Or baloney
Blogna.
or hogwash. Yeah.
Horse patoot.
Malarkey.
All the same.
What's malarkey? Anyone know what that is?
It's like baloney.
Really?
What a bunch of malarkey.
Can you put it on a sandwich?
It's words that should not be spoken.
You can eat malarkey on a sandwich?
Toss it on there.
I thought it was shit. I thought it was a guy, or like a company that it was a brand name manure or something, you know, like they sell in bags. Malarkey brand shit.
Gross.
Might be our new sponsor.
That's a good idea. Malarkey brand. Sheep shit.
It's the shit that gets you where you want to go.
Hey man, you got a sheep shit company out there. We got your advertising campaign already.
It's already done.
Yeah, come and see us.
If we see you doing it, if we see a bunch of these kind of malarkey brand sheep shit commercials that come out on TV after this program, they'll be held to pay.
That's right, and I'll take about 165 metric ton of it. Because I got a tobacco farm that needs it.
Yeah, maybe even some ginseng.
Oh, yeah, a little ginseng.
What was it? What was the balderdash answer? It's like
So you read the one. It's like the process of drying grapes. He's like an opera in the in B flat. You know, is another. The next one says ich ein chers is like an offensive word for a homosexual.
Oh, that's not the one I was thinking of.
It was my one other friend who'd never met Dave. Or no, it wasn't. Yeah, he didn't really know you very well. No, it was Adrian. That's what it was. It was. Oh, sorry, it was our other friend. It wasn't you. It was our other friend. He never. Remember that my one usher, and he got real drunk. And his wife at that time was topless outside.
I vaguely remember that.
Remember that? She was wearing a thong and topless. Remember that, Dave? It was at my engagement party. It was a surprise to all of us.
It's blurry to Dave.
It was a surprise to all of our women as well, who weren't as friendly with her after that.
That's just good fun.
It was a
The
surprise.
guys were all more friendly with
Also
her.
a surprise to my grandmother.
Glad she could stop by to wish me my best.
That was another party, actually. That wasn't your engagement party, but same person.
No, it was in your backyard at your house. We played walk soccer, and she decided to get some rays in the backyard in Waterford and put her tits out.
Hey, boy.
Everybody was fine with it.
Why wouldn't it be? It's natural.
Sorry, the balderdash, and it was that guy, and he had just met somebody, and he called him that because he was so drunk. He was like blind drunk, you know. Couldn't
It
even
happens.
like write, and it was like scribbles, and then just a homophobic slur.
Yep.
By the way, as we're talking about homophobic slurs, I do want to say there is a vigilante out there because there's a sign. I don't even know where it is. It's somewhere in Oxford County or something like that. It spreads hateful messages to people, and then this fella, I don't know who it is or woman, whoever it might be. I can notice the signs being tampered with. You know, they're saying like messages that are like not very nice to some certain communities, and then the message gets tampered with, and I gotta say, bravo to the vigilante that has the courage to do that. You know, but I gotta also say to anybody out there that's thinking about committing a crime like that, I'm like, those letters on that sign fit the church here at Spiky Ball Studios perfectly, and our letters are getting kind of like cloudy. So if you see a hateful sign in Oxford County and you like to just take those letters off the sign and bring them here to Spiky Ball Studios so we have nice clean letters for our sign, we'll write nice things about people.
Positive.
I promise. Except the high school kids, if they do too much bad stuff, I will call them a bunch of cocks right on the sign. I'm not afraid to do it.
But we need the letters.
But we do need the letters, so if you see that sign, if you're in that neighborhood, please vandalize it in our name. Are you allowed to say that?
Sure.
We'll find out.
Hey, it's a new world. It's a new world, Dave.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? But it's pretty bad. Some of the stuff they say on it. I'm just saying, if you take a picture of what you're taking down on your phone, and then who's going to charge you, right?
That's right.
You can't do it.
Our one buddy was the best at that.
We're on the right
Didn't
side.
he
We're
do
like
something?
Robin Hood. We're the best people at telling people to do bad things for the right reason.
That's right.
What did our one buddy's really good at mixing those signs up? And I think he did it at your wedding.
Oh, yeah. He did
What he
wet
wrote?
dishes, Jane and Pete from Best Wishes.
Oh, just wet dishes?
Yeah, it was a real simple thing. But my favorite one that he ever did was it was a very simple one, and it said, "I suggest you just write eat me," you know. And he's like, "Oh, perfect." It was a beautiful one. Just said "eat me" on the sign, but he was unsatisfied. Stayed looking at the sign for hours after,
Just
and then
puzzling,
saying there could be more with these. There could be more than just "eat me," you know. And then we went the next morning past it, and it said, "Eat me. Cops tend to see poo."
You really thought about it.
Yeah. The next
It's a lot of
day,
work.
Cops tend to see poo. Used most of the letters. And we were real proud of him.
Bravo.
And that was after 8-pound clit and pap smear. And pap smear was a funny one. Like, I couldn't believe we got all the letters for that one. Yeah, we lived by that laundromat, and we did it all year long when I was in university. Just change your letters around. I'm shocked people haven't taken my sign apart in front of the church and done it to me.
It is.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Because I would have done it already.
It's
to
open
me.
season for that thing.
Yeah. I'm going to challenge those fucking kids right at the beginning of the year.
Creative.
And I'm not going to blink when I look at them ever. I'm staring at those fuckers. But I'm going to talk to them with my sign out front. I'm going to tell them the first day they come into school, welcome to, welcome back, loiterers, enjoy the steps, but beware, Spiky Ball Studios is going to fuck with you all year long.
Hell to pay.
And we're already coming up with ways to fuck with those cocks. And Steve tells me you can't film messing with children. Eh?
You can blur their faces.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
You can't see the shock and horror.
No.
So it really is to take most of the fun out of it. Anyways, the fuckholes.
Ox elimination.
Oh, what?
Ox elimination. That was a balderdash answer from our other friend. Just hit me.
Fuck.
Do you remember that?
There it is.
Ox elimination?
Ox elimination. You can guess who wrote that. Ox elimination.
Ox?
That really clears things up.
Yep.
Wow. He mined his brain for that. Eh? Dave, you were in another world for a bit, or at least most of them was. Mining through the bullshit that he's endured through his
I haven't
whole
heard
life.
anything you said in the last 5 minutes.
You went back 21 years into your brain to go to a balderdash game and pulled out something that nobody gives a shit about. And then...
then or now.
Never. But anyways, good
Still
on
there,
you,
though.
Dave.
Yeah, thanks.
You know what? That memory lives on because you just brought it forward. We still don't know what it means, but we appreciate everyone knows. What is it? Ox elimination.
Ox elimination.
Was that the clue or the answer?
That was the answer. I don't know what the clue is, but I know it had nothing to do with the clue.
Dave, I think the sense that's to your head.
sense of
They
fuck,
are fucking
Dave.
with me.
I don't know if we should be giving
See?
it so much
Steve,
sense.
way
See
to
what
go,
happens?
Steve.
When you go to church on Holy Thursday, you get all fired up like this
You got to sit at the back.
by the open door.
Can't play in the band that time.
He doesn't have to win for it.
Got to sit that one out.
Jesus, Steve, you didn't even know how bad it was for this guy. That's really mean what you did.
I know.
Anyway,
sense.
I'd do it again.
so we did research about my brother's smell that was alluring to the ladies.
So all these Dutch girls are going to Paul at this tractor pull.
Come to find out that it's a common thing, and in fact, in the Holland in the springtime, the winds blow from the north to the south. So what it'll do is it'll grab the musk in the springtime from the people who are putting in their greenhouses,
yes, the greenhouses are tending to them.
and then the scent of the people working in the fields and the greenhouses would then waft down with the south wind to Belgium, to the regions of outside of
Limburg,
Antwerp and
Antwerp and Limburg.
What?
Yeah, Antwerp and Limburg.
Antwerp and Limburg, yes. And there's two small regions there. When the winds blow, the women will automatically get up and head to the fuckhouse. Yeah, where they await the suitors to come that will spend time with them, right?
If that's what you want to call it.
Yeah. They will, they'll spend some time.
Yeah, they have a time.
They'll spend time.
They will spend time. And we actually wrote a song about it. But we don't remember all the words, so we're going to just make them up. You want to do it?
Right now?
I'll do first one.
You got the first one?
I'll do the first one. Faja said the time is right. The Belgian girls, they are so tight down in the buckle. They come with a grin. Down in the buckle. You'll slide right in.
Dave, you got one?
I only know one, but I'll do it.
Mike, you got one first?
Oh, you know something about pigs, don't you?
He'll do the one
The Belgian girls, they are so tight. I make them wet and they stay the night down in the forest. It comes with a prick. Down in the forest. It is my dick.
Back on the farm, the pig was a runt.
Yes, this one.
Went to the fuck hole shed, I stuck it in her hole.
Oh, come on, we don't do that anymore.
I think he meant to say cunt.
Down in the buckle.
We're sorry, Cookie Lady.
So we could go on and on all night about this, right?
sorry, yeah.
So you get the gist of it. The winds blow.
The winds blow from the north. People go to the fuck holes. And then what happens, Michael, when they get to the fuck holes? Is it the
Well,
bridge?
from what I've heard from the folklore is the wind blows, the girls go there automatically, the suitors come, and they spend night or nights plural together. Rigorous dusting, they drive it in deep. The girls don't know, but they feel like sheep. And in the buckles, they know they must go. And then these Dutchmen start to blow. Then it's time for a nap after that.
Anyway, so after the fuck holes, which believe it or not, we performed that song live, I think 4 times, right?
I think we did it on
different
tour.
versions. And we did it on tour. We did it at Bramsterdam the one time, and it bombed every single time.
Every time.
And,
Nobody understood it.
Nobody understood it. It's such a long walk to get to the thing that made us laugh one night when we were wasted in a pool shed.
It was the best.
Yeah.
Oh, what a
So
great
we
night.
decided, hey, no one gets this. Let's do more of
Let's
it.
keep it going.
And
300 episodes later.
so what we did was we decided, you know what, more people needed to know about the legend. Maybe we should do a Brabant Musk commercial. What better time to do it than when we have our big glorious mustaches that we've grown for the mustache contest. So we decided to go to Michael's house, right?
That's right.
To take off all our clothes and just put on swim trunks, right? And then hop into
Just splash into a hot tub with 4 guys. Not a big deal. Just
we're
hang out.
Just 4 middle-aged guys hanging around together with their shirts off.
Splashing around, having a
Thanks
gay
for
old
coming.
time.
Yeah, it's nothing that doesn't happen on a regular occasion. Like, friends can't just go and pretend to throw fake cologne on each other?
Why not?
I thought we were filming Bohemian Rhapsody at the time, but it was a commercial.
Now, we also felt that this was a time where it was appropriate to punish Steve the Reluctant German.
Because he was new.
Not because he was new, because he would not join. Look at his face; it's full of hair.
And
right?
layers.
Yeah.
He has a great ability to grow hair, you'd think, right? But we said, let's put it to the test. Enter the mustache contest. Steve says, no, I'm a professional, whatever he does. And he's going to, if he shaves his beard, then he will become undesirable for future employment with anyone because nobody would want his clean-shaven face in the workplace, right?
No.
Now,
What? That was the
Beards
excuse?
are in.
is that not what you said?
I had a job interview that came up, and I didn't want to get rid of my beard and lose my beard mojo.
Yeah. You want to know why?
That old chestnut.
Remember the birthmark on his cheek?
Yeah, cock.
Oh, right.
I found out the cock is actually jizzing swastikas. Wow.
Swastika of dicks on my face.
Plural.
Yes, it is worse than we thought. Keep the beard, Steve. I don't know if anyone can hear that.
Jordan's got to draw that after the show. Plastic of dicks.
Can we like Photoshop the beard off of Steve's face, put skin on it,
Yeah.
and then put the birthmark that I envision in there?
Sure.
We can do that.
Well, tomorrow's
The
a big
future
day,
is now,
guys.
Paul. The future is now. Can you believe we can do that, Dave?
Yeah, I can.
That's.
Next
We're
thing you know,
gonna
we'll put a
definitely
man
do
on the
it.
moon. Hey?
Hey, Steve, can you do that?
I don't know if I can do that.
He could if
New
you just
assignment.
shaved.
That's funny, eh? Your job today, Stephen, is to take a picture of yourself and then Photoshop the beard off of it. And then I'm going to envision a birthmark like a dick that's shooting out cum swastikas.
Oh, boy.
And then I want you to put that on your face and then release that to the general public.
And then we're going to put it on our Instagram and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Some
what it
days
is.
are more challenging than others.
Let's promote it. Yeah. This job has risks, you know. What's the WSIB code for that?
What's the
Right.
HR policy?
It's
called?
It's
HR?
A for Adolf.
I don't
Jersey.
think, I don't think you can do a swastika like for any reason, right? Like
Did you say swastika?
swastika.
Heavy CH in that. I thought it was swa. Like
I don't know. Spell it.
Swift. Is it swastika? How do you spell swastika?
I don't know. I don't even like saying it, but I
Steve,
don't
you
think
know. You're German, right?
With an S.
I don't think
Yeah.
even for a joke
SS.
that you can do that in today's day and age.
You should go to. I went to Bali, and it's all Hindu, and that's the symbol they use for peace.
Yeah,
It's a swastika.
What?
Yeah, that's what it's like. They peace and meditation.
Is that where Hitler got it from?
Yeah, that's originally what it was.
I think it's unity or
It's,
something.
it's on a different angle. It's
What a
bit of
prick
different
job.
Angle, but you know, still.
He ruined a nice
so he
symbol.
stole it, yeah.
Yeah.
And
He
that's
ruined a
originally-
nice symbol. Oh, sorry.
What were you gonna say?
He ruined a nice
Ruined it.
symbol and a nice mustache.
Yeah.
Is what I was gonna
Oh,
say.
yeah, he did.
He ruined both those
What
things.
a douche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do that.
No. One means peace. One used to get you pussy. Now we'll get you hate mail.
He's got no prob on Musk.
Huh?
0.
No.
Negative.
Well, German.
Yeah, German Musk.
And you'll see at this video the punishment, which is also the solution. Not the final solution, like he would say. Jesus Christ, man. But was to keep him out of the tub. To keep him out of the tub because we didn't want him. He didn't participate, so he accepted his punishment. And you'll notice it in this clip.
I thought it was just because his layers.
Huh?
Yeah, he was still getting into his swim trunks.
Oh yeah, we had not seen Steve's body at that point in time.
Yeah. I
Uh,
still haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, it's on. I don't want to like.
I thought that was gonna come down when you hit the
too. I
button.
thought it was
I
automatic.
like, what the fuck is going on? This is
He
high
just pulled down a
technology.
big white screen. We thought he was going
That's
to
not
just
on,
press a
though.
button and it would come down.
I said do it with the old finger.
brimful of Asher on the
Buddy.
45. And Jordan had a baby and his name is Asher.
Is the green light on? Is the green light on the thing? Just press the thing that's yellow and it should turn green.
Baby was born at 6:40.
All right, sorry. So this is the dead air of it, but I don't care. I'm sorry to people.
Yeah, we don't care.
We could have done feedback, which we didn't do. Which does bring us. Here it goes. We're coming up. There it is. Yeah, I see it. So we have. We're gonna go feedback a little bit. We got feedback.
It's feedback! Motherfucking feedback. I like when Pete sings feedback. You're nailing it. Feedback.
Welcome to Feedback. We got feedback. This week is brought to you by our good friends at Clean Flow. All we gotta say is Clean Flow's pretty cool as a sponsor, and they have been from the very beginning.
They are great.
And you know what? I think that with Clean Flow's help, we might actually be able to get Brabant Musk in some sort of an aerosol container.
Oh, please.
And spray it.
Oh, my God.
Because they have the technology through the honey goo.
Yeah,
Wanted
absolutely.
to say, like, hey, man, use it for our shit.
Yep.
Their shit and our shit work together and symmetry and all that crap.
Oh, yeah.
Next
We
thing
get
you
those
know-
like little testers things that you just hand out.
Yeah.
The little vials.
What's nice about Brabant Musk, it's not like roofies. The girl doesn't like fall asleep and then like you like rape her like Cosby.
No, you have like a fun conversation.
No. She is drawn to you. A conversation that would mostly just not interest her or like make her do anything. She'd be kind of grossed out by it a little bit. She's actually interested into it, and then all of a sudden she's like horny for you. She doesn't know why, you know?
Yeah.
That's right.
And then it's just like the scent. She's like smelling your shirt and stuff, and you're like, what is going on with this girl, you know?
A lot of
I haven't
people-
even been nice to her.
A lot of people don't know this, but the Pepe Le Pew show was based on Brabant Musk. The whole
Yeah.
Pepe Le Pew.
That is an old
It
tale.
was. And
That's
that
accurate.
is the common American misunderstanding of the French and the Belgians. And they brought the Dutch into it too. The scent is not from the Belgians, which they call the French, you know. Ooh, falloons, whatever, you know. Maybe get out of your own country once in a while. Maybe look at a goddamn map or whatever, you know.
Not very good with geography.
Anyways, yeah, Pepe Le Pew should have been Dutch. Eh?
Yeah, they ruined that one.
Huh? They ruined it. What's a good Dutch skunk? A Dutch skunk with some wooden shoes. He's going around. He's trying to like...
Just like skims across the water.
He's going through the tulip fields.
Yeah, and by the greenhouses.
Yeah, that would have been a great
In
cartoon.
the dikes and the greenhouses. In the canals.
Yes. Oh, fuck the cat. Yes.
Yeah, so we put the speed skates on and go in the winter.
Cat's got white paint.
Yes. Canals are frozen. I take the speed skates.
Yeah, unfortunate paint accident.
The skunk should not be fucking the cat.
Can't resist. Something I can't resist.
We are... so we have one piece of feedback that we have to get to. And this is all it is. Susan B., our cookie sponsor, says, you gotta enjoy the cookies I sent you. And
Look at the spread over there.
God.
you know what? She completely outdid herself as far as the amount of effort and work. It's unbelievable. Guys, if you guys, you look at her social media accounts after this show,
Oh my God,
you're
you
gonna
get to
see some
choose?
pictures of these cookies.
I'm gonna go with
They
smiley
are-
face.
Oh, I shouldn't.
We have
well,
a-
yeah, for the thing, I'm gonna take this one with a little kiss on it.
Susan did like emojis.
Now these are shortbread
Oh, I want this
emoji
one. That's
cookies, live from the Dutch Hall based. I mean, I'm telling you, if you have a cookie need and you don't know where to go to get some sort of cookies, I don't know if we can get a shot. Look at this. This is just one I pulled out. It's a random one. They're all different, each and every one of them. Completely, absolutely delicious.
Oh,
What a
Michael,
spread.
If
got
you
an
have a
angel.
cookie need, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know the right words to say, Kevin, and I do not mean any offense to your mother at all. But I would like to be her cookie pimp. And I don't know how to say that in another way, but I wish I did.
Peter loves
Already?
cookies. He wants to pimp them. pimp them. He wants to pimp your cookies. Can he pimp them, Susie?
It's not your mom I want to pimp. Thank you, Michael.
He wants to pimp those cookies in a velvet suit.
Thank you. Both those things are exactly true. All I want to do, I do not want to pimp your mother, Kevin. I want to pimp her cookies, and I want to wear a velvet suit, and I want to carry a cane to sometimes get a bitch right. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes a cookie gets out of hand. You got to smash the cookies with your cane, you know? I don't know.
No, you don't.
As I said, I wanted to find a better word because of that sort of connotation, you know? I didn't want that to be the thing people thought of.
Good cookie, though. Wow.
You eat it? I can't eat it till we start showing the video because I respect Big Dutch too much.
Now I had a big ball tournament. What up, Big Dutch?
Oh, yeah.
So we have, I don't know. Hey, Jordan, can you hear Chaz? Are they ready to roll on that video whenever? So we're going to end the show with the video before, what?
Nothing.
We're going to end it, what?
We're excited.
You're excited about this?
For what?
We're going to end it before we show the video, which is a long time. Oh, look at me. I'm right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's working. So before we do the video, I just wanted to say, I
Look
forgot.
at yourself.
Oh, I don't care anymore. It was only for like a second, then I stopped caring. No, I said if you go to...
Live from the Dutch Hall?
Nah. If you want to give us feedback, we are talking about. Yeah, we just to finish that up. We want to still find people to let us go to see them.
Yeah, we want to go on
after
tour.
we cancel Live from the Dutch Hall. We'd like to go on tour. So we're looking for listeners in any place you are. If you're anywhere in the world, really, and you listen to us, please send us an email at livefromthedutchhall@gmail.com, and we will seriously consider coming to your town no matter where you are.
Yep.
I'm not guaranteeing anything, but we will seriously consider everything. And I will also say that...
Tell us why we should go to your place and not some other douchebag's place.
And just make sure you got room for another
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's your garage, your back shed, it's your local watering hole in town, the Legion, whatever it might be, a nice community center, a barn, maybe anything that would host the nocturnal emissions. Maybe about 30,000 people or less. Yeah, something or less.
It's going to be a big deal.
Maybe even just 20. Somewhere between 20 and 30,000 people. And then we would come to your town. We're guaranteed to do it. So give us an email at livefromthedutchhall@gmail.com. We're guaranteed to go somewhere. It's not going to be your place, though. If it's fucking too far and like none of the guys are coming, I'll be like, I can't get a replacement to go to Australia all the time.
Or if you're a loser.
What if it's worth it?
Yeah, and you got a poor attitude.
Yeah. Well, anyways, do that. And so without further ado, here it is. We wanted to get people to
Has this
give
video
money.
ever been released?
Never been released before.
Oh my God.
We have teased this on the show for literally years.
It's about time.
We try to get people to like enticed into it. Nobody cared at all. They would care less and less. So the more we toted about it, the less they cared. Let's wait to the very end of the show, after years of build-up, to give them this right now.
What was this, 4 years ago?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, 4?
I think it was 4 years ago at least. Anyways, without further ado,
The musk
Robot
seems
musk.
right. Seems we could bottle it at this temperature. Hello there. Welcome to the Brobant Musk Factory. You've just been enjoying a nice soak.
you ever wondered how the scent of the angels was captured into the delightful jar that is Brobant musk? You're looking at 3 reasons why. 4. Yes. If it was only 3 of us in the tub, this batch would be too potent for the ladies at home. So we mix in one big fat bullhog.
Yes, we need to numb it down. It would be too potent.
Brobant musk. It's the last thing you smell before you have sex. Steven!
Yes! I am getting very warm.
Let us get it off the back, Michael. Ready forward.
Bottle that up. That's a good batch.
Into the jar. Into the jar, Steven.
Oh, Brobant musk. The bottom is made of wood.
Don't touch the Pollock with the sponge, Steven.
Use the gritty side.
Use the gritty
He's not to be touched. But I'm on Musk. It's the one with grandfather's teeth.
Have you ever wondered how a tiger sleeps? His ladies come over and warm him like a blanket. It's delightful.
Any of you ever wondered why women sometimes cry during an orgasm? It's because of robot Musk. Steven, where's my cigarettes, Steven? Steven, my cigarettes! Any cigarettes will do, Steven. Papa needs a smoke. You know what you did in Germany, Steven? Thank you, sir.
Grandfather Steve?
Don't touch the Polish man with the sponge, Steven. How unclear can I be?
Oh, what's the temperature?
See your baby beard, Steve? 102, David.
Ball is ready.
Oh, the sponge is chest, Steven. Oh, Steven.
Robot Musk. He will put mayonnaise on your fries.
Saturday nights, he's home alone. And now look at me. Luscious mustache.
This has somehow turned out to be homoerotic.
But how could it be? The descent of Brabant Musk.
There's no females, Michael. I'm afraid we're gonna have to fuck the Pola.
Rub on Musk. It works for me.
Brabant Musk. Better get the skittle duke.
Thank you to Silver Drop Media for finally putting that together for us today.
Oh my God.
I got tears in my eyes.
Watch your flabby middle-aged bodies all day.
Yeah.
I drank a lot when I edited that today.
Yeah, Brandon was really had to prepare himself to be able to have to look at our bodies all day long. Oh, the cherish thing. I'm gonna have to give him some stress sleeve.
Oh my god.
It wore him down. You could see it in his eyes. He's never gonna be the same after all the looking at shirtless.
I have
Cherish.
something to look forward to, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for anyone that stuck it to the end. If you'd like to give us feedback, give us. You can do it live at the DutchHall@gmail.com, at all the Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that bullshit. We're on them all. Until next week, we will see you NT. See you next Thursday. Thanks for the cookie, Susan B.
I didn't realize we did that much.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to release that on YouTube now.
Oh,
Just
that's
have
gonna
them-
be a hit on YouTube. Or the worst. Steven, clean my back. I didn't even know you did that. Hey, guy that's new, the most new to the show. How about you just wipe my back with a